I don't know where he keeps finding this stuff. Down in the cellar. How many bottles? I know it's been the festive season. Has he still got the switch down there? You think he's safe? Hi. Yeah, I was here. We're ready. We're ready for you today. Yeah, no messing around. Just Rauschman. Schnapps. Let's do a quick recap. So we found Withers.
I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
Yeah, this absolute cult.
Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute.
Withers doesn't seem to like it very much. Apparently, we can recruit these people.
For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking.
I can't tell whether they're on the other side or whether they're still on the material plane. Withers is like that, a little bit woolly, except that he's actually quite wrinkly and smooth. We also found out that Withers has a resurrecting role, so if we pay him some wonga, he'll resurrect any members of the team who snuff it. Good to know. Can't figure out what essentially a walking corpse would do with 200 gold pieces. Does an eternal being need pocket money? Anyway, suffice to say, we enjoyed speaking with Withers. Then there was a campfire incident.
Shit.
Some of you knew that it was coming. You encouraged us to give him a try. It turned out that he gave us a try. Well, we decided to trust him. Let's get drunken from.
Really? Of course. Not one drop more.
And we let him, have a cup of blood. Did get a little bit dicey. We trust him. Sort of. Anyway, the result of becoming a walking blood bank is that we are in a currently bloodless state, which means that Dilberry the Pickle's professional rogue elf adventurer is currently wandering around with a red mist surrounding him. Encumbered and bloodless. Bit of a mess, really. I don't know how long that's going to last. Anyway, following the Astarion episode, we left feeling fully refreshed. Well, we got a good sleep in the end. The Astarion's feeling extremely refreshed. And we went back to the Grove to sell some stuff. I bought a new outfit. Oh, hello! And then we continued the search for the stuff that got nicked when we got fleeced by a little tiefling kid.
I'm just a kid trying to make a living.
Anyway, we found our way into Mole's lair. Mole seems to be running some kind of a robbery racket for vagabond tiefling children. Mole accosts us, and we used our amazing powers of persuasion. Oh, mate, we did it! 1 point! 1 point! And got our stuff back. Not really sure what it was that got stolen in the first place, but point is, mission accomplished. There seems to be so much going on. Anyway, in the interests of keeping on brief, we decided to set the Goblin Saza.
They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute and hang you by your guts.
Free. That turned out to be quite exciting. Ooh, I almost forgot. When we were chatting with Moll, she mentioned that there was something we could do to help her. And us, being the magnanimous sort, said, what can we do? It's an idol that has something to do with the ritual, which apparently is going to be held imminently in the Grove. Anyway, Moll does not like the idea at all and wants us to steal the idol. That's the second object that we now have an opportunity to acquire. The first one being something called the Night Song, and that's kind of the reason that we decided we would release Saza.
And hang you by your guts.
I know she's the enemy, but she said that if we released her, she would introduce us to her goblin mates at a camp that happens to be the last known location of something called the Night Song, which when we finally get to somewhere called Baldur's Gate, I don't know, we can flog it for a lot of wonga. Plus, opportunity for adventure. I quite like the idea of a relic heist in the middle of a goblin camp. Speaking of which, we use the underground passage that we had discovered in our triumphant goblin battle. Don't. No. Okay, we ended up murdering someone by mistake. Don't bother watching that one. So we used that underground passage and got Sazza safely above ground outside the grove.
I'll introduce you to my whole tribe and put in a good word for you. See you at the camp.
And lo and behold, we find ourselves out in the wilds for the first time since we arrived at the grove. It was quite exciting. We hadn't gone 5 paces, however, before we find a man wounded by apparently an owl bear. I thought they were nice. And a woman who identifies Astarion as being a true soul.
You're a true soul. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen. Like you.
I don't think we really understood what was going on. We say, we're not a true soul. That didn't go down well.
Your sword, brother, now!
Swords were drawn. There was a small battle and some corpses. So I thought we might as well loot the big guy. And as we tried to...
Power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you.
Something from within him communicated to Dilberry the Pickles, rogue elf adventurer. And then one of those parasite things popped out of the guy's eye. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. So this absolute cult thing, the woman we met was obviously a member and she thought that we were true souls. Has that got something to do with the mind maggots that we've got in our heads? Did she have one in her head too? Okay, we're going to continue west, but let's check the journal. My OCD is kicking in and there's a lot to think about. At the present time, we are headed for the Goblin camp. Having saved Goblin Sazza, it looks like we have the potential to get into the camp without too much mishap. She said she'd put in a good word for us. We got out of the grove in one piece. Sazza told us to meet her at the Goblin camp, and that's where we're going. We could find the Goblin priestess, courtesy of Sazza, and in one fell swoop, or the same swoop, we might be able to find this Night Song. There's a lot to keep up with, isn't there? Anyway, westward ho, to the Goblin camp. Yeah, that last bit was a lot simpler. Have you noticed that? Whoever's following team-wise, you can't seem to stop them unless you're giving them specific individual instructions, from walking dementedly through hazards. Please post tips in the comments and private messages. Alright, we're going on. Look at this team. It's beautiful. We haven't been down this way before. Look at the water. It's fabulous, isn't it? Fabulous. I have to say, darling, it's absolutely fabulous. Ooh, is that a coffin? I don't want a mug. Okay, let's check the map again, because I feel like I could get really waylaid. Look at all this black area full of adventure. Let's keep going this way. Look, honestly, look where we are. Me and my little blueberries. Dilberry and his blueberries. How do we zoom? Look. how far can you go in? Shadowheart the blueberry, Gale the blueberry, and Astarion the blueberry. And then there's Dilberry, he's white. It's not very exciting, is it? Look at the amount of potential stuff that could go wrong between here and where we're headed. If we go up here, because I've seen another trail... Oh, let's go through and have a look. Now, see, that looks like a cave.
Owlbear tracks. Its nest must be nearby.
Owlbear? Do we want to kill an owlbear right now? I don't really feel like killing an owlbear right now. Let's go to the Goblin camp. I know I can hear some of you saying go and kill an owlbear, but you know, I like owlbears. Keep going west.
Do you have someone waiting for you in Baldur's Gate, Astarion?
Listen to all the no... Oh.
No sweethearts, no. I prefer them savory.
This is what I get for trying to strike up conversation.
The team are talking with each other again. I think it's so sweet. Shadowheart, have you changed clothes? You have, haven't you? You look slinky. I like those riding breeches. 60 XP, where did that come from? What's that up ahead? We've got ominous music, and I know I'm going in the wrong direction.
What's that?
A rocky crevice?
Not a chance I'll fit in there.
Okay. We've had another one of these, haven't we? Where you can't fit down the ladder past Mattis that we thought was the entrance to Moll's lair. I mean, that's why we originally thought about freeing the Goblin, was perhaps they could fit in there. But we can't get in there unless there's some kind of shrinking potion. Comments? Tips? Can we go up here? Oh, shoot. A blighted village? What's that guy? A scrawny bugbear?
What do we have here?
Scroll of Revivify. Take that.
Nice.
Yeah.
From your pocket to mine.
Yeah.
I can take what I
Yeah.
please.
Okay. Killed him with an arrow close up. Alright, wasn't the best approach, but did the job, didn't it? I don't want any of those things.
Goblins. I can smell trouble ahead.
Astarion, you better take the lead. Oh.
The softest touch.
Gold. Gold. Okay. So what's down here? I think we should go downstairs. Gale?
No rest for the wicked, I see.
Alright, you know what happened last time we jumped down into a hole all at once, all together, so I'm going to send Gale on his own.
Lovely day, this. For now.
Okay, anything could be down here. Things could go terribly wrong. Maybe we'll be using Withers' services sooner than we think. Okay, team, let's all go down here. Monuments! No, I don't want to use the ladder. Oh, no. Oh, go away. Stop making those noises like it's effort. Get fit. We're disarming a trap. Difficulty 10, add the bonus. Let's go. Come on, come on. I think we did it. Yeah, we did. By 1 point. 1 point. Gold. High Cliffs blueprints. Precise arcs and neatly drawn lines form the blueprints of 3 weapons. A great sword, a sickle, and a dagger. Each length and angle is marked with exact measurements, and forging instructions are printed carefully along the bottom of the page. Emphasizing the unusual ingredient, susur bark. The susur bark can only be applied to an ordinary, unmodified blade. Right, susur bark to make a masterwork weapon. It's exciting. That's what it's all about. A spoon. No, we don't want that. Right, let's get everybody back together again. It's good that I'm the leader again. I feel like we're wasting time. If we use that, we're going to cause some major issues, aren't we? Let's do it. Ooh! Are we going to attract Goblin attention doing this? Alright, come on. Let's get going. I'm just faffing around here. Okay, this is a major door. I wonder what's on the other side of it. Astarion, we need you! Critical success. Well done, young vampire. Okay. Oh, I don't want to
Get over there! Surround him like!
Oh, no, 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 no. This isn't good.
You spotted us. Good. It's like they say. No fun in skewing a pig what doesn't know he's cooked.
Is that Sazza dressed up in another uniform? Because it sounds an awful lot like her. Oh, this is tricky. I don't want to fight. I want to get to the Goblin camp. There'll be no skewering happening here. Now let me pass. I don't want any trouble. That's the flaccid way out, but I'm going to play the flaccid turn.
And I didn't want to be stuck mopping up nosy trespassers like you. Ain't no one getting their way today.
As the symbol glows, power courses
Okay, all right.
Authority.
Okay. Out of my way or I'll cut you down first. Tricky. That might cause a fight. Persuasion, let me by, and we'll pretend this never happened. I'm going to go the third one. I'm going to use the maggot. Oh, look at him. He's looking really smug. Hello. Do you like my mistletoe crown? I'd forgotten about that. That dainty piece of fashion. That's an amazing advantage. Of course we're going to win this. Let's add a bonus anyway. Oh, whoops. Outstanding success.
You're a true soul.
All right, okay.
My mistake, sir.
Okay.
Your mind lurches,
Uh-oh.
reeling suddenly as if bitten.
There's going to be a cost to this.
No more trouble from us. Promise.
All right. I'm going to do some talking. Let's start with Gale. In fact, Astarion, I'm going to be back the leader.
Everything.
So the tadpole allows us to influence others. How very interesting.
Don't get too excited. Influence comes at a cost.
Yeah, look at my dark eyeshadow.
Until we know what that cost is, the only reasonable approach is a cautious one.
You have the ability to manipulate people, make them bend to your every whim, and you'd be cautious about it. That's no fun.
That's no fun. You'd be cautious about it. Yeah, I chose to speak to Gale first. And Astarion jumps in. We like him, but he's definitely the powermonger underneath that easy grin and that lovely voice. Such powers of manipulation could be useful, and if it makes our enemies more malleable, all the better. Bit pig-headed, it's the pig-headed angle. If this power comes from these parasites, it can't be trusted. However useful it may be, the power itself might be useful. I'm tempted that way. Third one. These are strange times and even stranger powers. We should seek to understand them before we make any rash decisions. Pa! No! This is an adventure! Grow up! We're going for 2.
We'll never know unless we take the risk. A calculated risk, mind.
Shads approves. That was worth it, wasn't it? Well done, team. We had a good conversation there. I think it's onward. There's a waypoint over there. What's in here, though? Ooh, it's a wizard shop. Alchemy menu. We haven't done any alchemy. We got nothing we can do at the moment. Potions of mind reading, grenades. We've gone down a wooden hatch when we should be leaving this blighted village and headed for the Goblin camp. There may be some things we can steal. Potion of a healing recipe. This small recipe has helped me a lot. Without my scales, my hide smarts and tears with the slightest touch. While it has never healed me fully, every drop soothes. I hope it might similarly soothe whatever ails you. Okay, we'll keep that. I love that Astarion is happy. Just says happy. Bless him. That's good. I've got to stop taking things. I'm going to get encumbered again. This looks like a still of some kind. Is that a healing potion? There, it is. Get out of the way, Shads. Yes. Painting on the wall. Just staring at a painting. All right, stop it. Come on. I'm now a famous art thief. Ooh, there's some big goblins there. Big bug. Look at the size of those. Okay, come on. Let's get out of here. We're heading west. Much as we'd like to stay.
I've seen that game in years.
What game? Oh, hopscotch. Let's talk to a goblin just for fun.
If you want to keep your insides on the inside, don't cause any trouble.
I like the way Dilberry the Pickles, lovable rogue elf entertainer, looked at him like he wanted to give him a little pat on the head. He's just not scared of anything. All right, bye Goblin Blighted Village for now. We're heading west to the Goblin camp. I don't want to open a beehive. There could be some issues. Whoa, again, look at the view, but things definitely look a little bit more blighted and dank here, don't they? Oh, surprise, surprise, the Goblin camp.
I'll tell the gods what's what.
Oh, it's Sazza! She's doing very well disguised as different types of goblins, isn't she?
Goblins ahead.
This is quite tense.
One of those can summon fighters far and wide.
Well, look what the rat dragged in.
Can it? I know something Ragslin will want to hear.
Yeah? What's that?
I've been in some druid's grove. This one sprang me. Now move over so I can tell Ragslin myself.
Hold on. Where are the raiders?
Dead. Every last one.
Ragslin's drow friend won't be happy to hear that.
She'll be happy enough when I tell her where them looters is holding up. Let me through.
Hold on now. Is it true what Saz says? You helped her escape that grove?
Shrug and say nothing. Yes, I don't believe in keeping prisoners. Look at him. Look at him in his new tunic. His hands on his hips. Ha ha! I am a natty adventurer. Shrug and say nothing. Let's try that.
The quiet type, eh? Good. Keep out of trouble, or you and Saz will get it.
That's enough out of you. Come on. Gotta let the drow know where them looters is. We'll be heroes.
The drow. We've heard about the drow. The drow aren't very nice. Oh, walk, walk, walk.
Stop fidgeting.
Right.
Cool fleas from the
They're
bloody
nasty, aren't they? Look at them.
More likely you gave them fleas, you filthy bugger.
Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? This bloodless thing that I'm doing at the moment, is that permanent? Because I'm letting a Starion use me as a pub. Find the night song. We reached a temple that is rumoured to contain the night song. We should search for it. We found blueprints for masterwork weapons. Let's find the Goblin priestess first, right? It's been a tense outing, team. Are we all okay? Come on. Ooh. We're not all okay. Not at all.
Hear my voice. Obey my command.
The voice is irresistible. You recognize the overwhelming authority that you've used on others, only infinitely stronger, and turned against you. Your vision clouds, leaving you in a dark, featureless shadowscape. Nothingness in every direction.
Some
three figures before you. An armored male elf, exuding power and command. A handsome younger man with a quick, easy smile. And a pale young woman with even paler eyes.
These are my chosen. They speak for me. Aid their search for the prism.
Prism?
And you will be worthy to stand beside them in my presence.
Oh yeah, I thought she had it. I thought. It's that object she was carrying. She was hiding it from us as soon as we crashed at the beginning.
You feel energy pulsing from the artifact.
Artifact.
Lifting the pain from you, pushing the voice away.
My power grows. My forces gather. The reckoning draws near.
Shads, what have you done? You've got us in trouble.
Don't give me that look.
Yeah.
I don't know what just happened any more than you do.
Right. Like you didn't.
Going.
I don't know what that toy of hers is, but I'm glad it's on our side.
You don't know that? We're in a bit of a tight spot and we've got some real thinking to do. Mum? I don't know what that toy of hers is, but I'm glad it's on our side. You've got some explaining to do first. What is that thing you have? She does have some explaining to do. The vision, that voice, what was it? The power, is that what happens to others when we use the parasite on them? What a cop-out, the last one, number 4, look at that. Seems that trinket's important. Keep it close. Not... What would you do? You'd be like, you've got some explaining to do first.
It's nothing. I swear.
Ooh, you lying, slinky little Wolverine. Ooh, this is exciting. It's because we love Shadowheart. We're feeling hurt. We do actually feel like cutting her loose. Explain yourself or I'll cut you loose. That was far from nothing. Tell me what you know, please. I can't back it up. I don't want to lose her. She's too much. Even at this early stage of proceedings, I feel like we've been living this. So we're not going to do the cut you loose thing because I haven't got the stones to back that up. Persuasion. Let's go. Yes!
I don't know. Not exactly. All I know is it's important I get it back to Baldur's Gate. At any cost.
Baldur's Gate. Now, we've heard amazing things about this place. I'm really excited about getting there, and we're only in stage 1. Why Baldur's Gate? What aren't you telling me? There must be more to it. I need you to level with me. Do we say that in Fyron? Level with me? I mean, that's quite an American term, isn't it? I need you to level with me. Come on, Dal, level with me.
I am a servant of Shah. My home is a secret cloister in Baldur's Gate. I need to bring that artifact back there, no matter what. I can't tell you anymore. This mission required utmost secrecy. We all submitted to having our memories suppressed so that we couldn't betray Shah's confidence. If I reach my contact in the city, I'll have my memories restored. Until then, I have to guard the artifact with my life. There. You have the truth, for all it's worth.
It's worth a lot, Shads. Well done.
You worship Shah? Blimey. She and my beloved Mistra are not exactly friends.
Shah. You've been lying to me. How long were you going to keep this secret? Well, you're wearing that flippin' tiara on your head, so don't get all snooty. I don't care who you worship. Tell me about that artifact. She just did, you idiot! I didn't agree to join up with a Shah worshipper. Shah. Well, we don't really know much about Shah. Your faith is your own concern, not mine. Well, thank you for sharing. Well, the first one's combative. She's just shared a lot of stuff, so I'll go, well, thank you for sharing, right? And I'm not aware we have a thing about Shah worshippers, or Shah.
No need to thank me. This is out of pure necessity, pure desperation, in fact.
Tell me about the artifact, what just happened, but okay.
There's nothing more I can tell you.
Exactly.
All I remember is that I have to get back to my contact in the city.
A powerful artifact indeed, to have caught the attention of so many. Not least the Absolute itself. The 3 figures in the vision, the Chosen, are searching for it. With the cultists' aid, it will not be long before they find it. Before they find you. You have evaded them so far, thanks, it seems, to the artifact itself. But how long can such protection last? Shadowheart has made her position clear. She will see that it is taken to its destination. At any cost. But you still do not know what it even is.
Yeah, that's right. So how do we know that the artifact had anything to do with us being safe from those pursuers, those 3? Give me the artifact. Better if I hold on to it. Shads can look after it. I trust her. We trust her, right?
Trust me. I'll guard it with my life. Let's keep going.
All right, lovey. Right. Oh, what's that face? Okay, journal time. Discover the artifact's secrets. Find out more about the artifact. Be nosy. Hassle. Annoy Shadowheart with questions until she is bound to tell you because she's so sick of your bleating. It seemed to protect us from a horrible voice. It's an horrible voice! Mummy! The horrible voice, it hurt me! A horrible voice. Watch out! It's a horrible voice. I think it's armed with nasty noise and it might have a small throat infection. She stubbornly avoids the subject. We should find out more about it. How? Just by hassling Shads. Shadowheart told us that she has allowed her memory to be suppressed, so she can serve Shah without compromising her. We don't know much about Shah, do we? Okay. Onward to the Goblin priestess.
All the great chasers are dead.
All right, Slims.
Who wants another drink?
Make us a blade.
We have to find housing before it's too late. I doubt these goblins care much for their prisoners' welfare.
Uh-oh. He's really big. Look at the size of him. Whoa, look at him.
Luna. This room must have been dedicated to her. And now it's a nest for some filthy goblins. A fitting end.
They're just having a bit of fun.
Gale wants to talk.
We got him now.
Spare me a moment, if you please. I've something important to discuss with you. We're traveling together for a while now, and it's just about time that I shared something with you. It's a rather personal matter that I'd have preferred to keep quiet, but needs must when the devil drives. I have no choice but to speak. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
Gale, we're in the middle of a major situation. You could have mentioned this at camp. Oh no, I'm not doing this, so you've been lying to me the whole time. Wonderful. Oh, don't you get annoyed at people who just take the hump all the time? Well, even though he's wearing that awful tiara, he is actually Dilberry the Pickles. Stand-up, rogue, elf, professional, adventurer, entertainer.
The specifics are rather personal, but suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with, though not without some effort. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
I think I've got Gale's malady. I'm suffering from itchy moustache. What it comes down to is this. Every so often I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. Your illness causes you to consume raw magic. I'm going to need the details.
I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say it's all of vital importance. It's been
He doesn't look well.
I've consumed an artifact. Since before we were abducted. It is time.
He is looking a bit veiny.
It's imperative that I find and consume strands of weave at the earliest possible juncture.
I fail to see why you need me to help with this. You've done fine without me so far. I've got to help him. Where do you suggest we find the artifacts you need? And then there's the last one. Sounds like no condition I've ever heard of. I'd say you're just fishing for loot. These characters, these people, they're certainly deeper and warrant more of a response than that. We'll go with the first one.
We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession.
Is it a mind flake?
Know for yourself how hard won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved, or great cost.
I expected as much, don't worry, I'm happy to help. Why exactly would I risk either of those things for a wizard I barely know? And at the end of all that, I lose a valuable artifact? No thanks. Honestly, that sounds terrible. I see no upside to this for me. Let's go the second one. Why exactly? Like, I'm not being completely put off, but what you're proposing, Gale, in the middle of a seriously critical situation, is a little bit tall of an order.
Valid question.
Okay.
If not out of the simple goodness of your heart, then perhaps your own self-interest might be sufficient motivation. Having a wizard like me around is quite the boon when facing the perils that stalk these lands. Far harder for me to assist you if I can barely stand upright. Please, trust me. Your help could be the difference between life and death.
Good point. I'm not using the use your tadpole. I'm not pushing into Gale's mind again. Felt a little bit dirty doing that last time. We're just going to say yes. No, if you're not willing to tell me the truth, I'm not helping you. We could do that. No, if you're not willing to tell me the truth, I'm not helping you. Let's call his bluff. Let's just see. I don't want to, but let's try it.
I understand that I am asking for a lot, but I can't tell you everything. Not yet, anyway. Please, reconsider.
You aren't going to drop this, are you, Gale? I'm not saying no. You don't say no in situations like this.
No.
Fine, I'll help you, if only to shut you up.
As luck would have it, you're already primed to give me exactly what I need. I will consume the magic inside. What was a powerful artifact will be rendered no more than a trinket, but it will save my life, even if only temporarily.
Okay, look, we're gonna trust him. It's interesting how this whole outing has been about relationships and trust, starting with that rather saucy interlude with Astarion earlier. Okay, we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it. Oh, magic gloves. Oh, what's that? That's the Watcher's Guide. I didn't really like it anyway. We'll give him the Watcher's Guide.
Thank you. That hit the spot.
He doesn't look any better.
It work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters.
I'm glad you're feeling better. Your condition sounds unpleasant to say the least. How do I know the real monster isn't you? Perhaps now you'll tell me what all this is in aid of. What are you going to do to compensate me?
Compose 1,000-stanzas ode titled A Gale of Thanks and Adulation?
Ha!
Sincerely, though, I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told.
Sort of wastrel responses here. I hope we don't regret losing that artifact. It could have proven useful. Just... that condition of yours is a very expensive one. Just so you know, this was the last time I part with such a valuable item. Let's do number 1. Don't mention it. I'm glad I could help, okay? We're trusting him.
My lord, I bow to your boundless kindness.
Saza.
Seluna. As if mingling with a horde of goblins wasn't bad enough. Let's do what we have to do, then get out of here. Quite the understatement, but yes. Let's not linger in this place any more than necessary.
Okay.
Aye, so much fun that those thieves almost got past.
We got them now, eh?
Oi! Ain't no party in here.
Shut it, Graw. Olak cleared us. Got a visitor for the drow, I do.
My arse. What's a true soul want with any mate of yours?
Private business, that is. Raiding business.
Raiding
But
business.
if anyone wants a piss pot guarded, we'll call.
Just get your friend branded proper. Right, Sazza? Got better things to do than...
No, you don't. Come on, then.
bloody racket.
Oh, come on now. They're just having a bit of fun.
Aye, so much fun that those thieves almost got past.
We're going in to see the Goblin priestess.
Inside you.
Smells like
For once, the Goblin's decorations are an improvement.
That's because she chose me. You're not worthy yet.
Yeah, and the one thing I learned...
Now here's somebody special. The Absolute has touched you, hasn't she? Priestess Gut needs to touch you too.
What does that mean?
Hold out your arm so I can mark your flesh.
I don't know whether I want to be branded. I don't know whether I want to be here now. Oh, what are we gonna do? The summit of the rock cannot be seen. This is not for its great height. Emerging like a colossal finger from the sudden deep, cracked in an earth of legend, its curved apex is the foundation of yawning dungeons. Askew, these hoary darknesses splay themselves along the curve of the dome, a great thick fingernail upon which the avenues, terraces, soaring and spiring stairways, pavilions and once beautiful gardens of a royal palace arrange themselves in tessellated layers that belie the intricate, and even lurid arrangements within its white walls. To wander the halls of this palace, it was once said, was to witness marble unravelling like silk. Now, you will not hear talk of it in the streets below. It is forgotten, if that can be believed. Perhaps time and height made it easy. So high it sits obscured by clouds passing over the plain from the mountainous northeast. So long ago that the people keeping time by the rock's moving shadow see only this monolith at the centre of their days. Time, set by the great rock, has crystallized the White Palace, as if it were only an odd-shaped cloud, or hidden by real clouds, not there at all.